Hello there and welcome to a new Bringing the Thunder. My name is Emily and I'll be your host for the next couple of Kata sessions. And boy, I'm excited because we have for you a thrilling topic that we will discuss the upcoming sessions. With me, I have a new guest to the show. Reinhard, welcome. Welcome to the Katas.
Thanks.
As we always start, can you please introduce yourself a bit? Who are you and what are you doing in Skyline?
Yes, so my name is Reinhard. I work as a product manager in Skyline.
Yeah.
So I'm basically working on managing the roadmap of some of our products and solutions that we develop here at Skyline. And some of those are under the MediaOps umbrella, which is what we will discuss today in this session and the upcoming Kata sessions as well.
Indeed. MediaOps, I've heard it buzzing around a lot of things, a lot of times. We even got some rewards. I saw some promotion material passing by, but a big question, what is MediaOps?
Yeah. So MediaOps, as I mentioned, is basically an umbrella term that we use to describe a suite of applications.
Okay.
So it's a set of apps that we basically build for people to manage a modern media operation. So starting all the way from adding inventory to the platform, over starting to planning events in their operation, reserving resources for that, all the way up to the execution of the things that need to happen inside an operation.
So it's really the full spectrum from start to end?
Yes, we really want to support people in that end-to-end life cycle of their media operation.
Okay, and how is it currently? Yeah, now we're replacing it with one solution, one app.
So what we've basically done is we've built a couple of applications on top of the DataMiner platform. So using all the functionality that is available in DataMiner.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of applications that we've developed and already released on the catalog. And we can already have a look at them today, and over the coming sessions we'll introduce them a bit better. And we also have some more applications on the roadmap, which we can also talk about throughout the different Kata sessions.
All right. So for this session, if I'm correct, then we see high-level introduction of those apps. Mm-hmm. And then over the next sessions, we'll dive deeper into the specifics of those.
Indeed, that's correct.
Okay. And you mentioned some already released apps. I'm curious, what is currently already available?
So we can maybe have a look here quickly on the DataMiner platform here on our demo system.
So the community at home also can go to mediaops.dataminer.services and they will probably see the same as well, right?
Yes, so that will be part of the next coming sessions where we will show you how you can access the applications and then also play with it and use them during the exercises.
Okay.
And so the applications that we have here already today, they're mostly focused on scheduling and planning of events.
Okay.
So we first of all have a app, what you call the Resource Studio, to be able to define the bookable resources in your network.
What is an example of a bookable resource?
Those could be technical resources that people have in their system, like could be receivers, decoders, encoders, a recording unit, these kind of things. But equally well, it could be, for example, people in the operation, like operators or camera people, or for example, a room or a vehicle. Could be
not only the equipment, but everything that you would need to book something, a job. Yeah, okay.
And so we have that application, the Resource Studio, then our scheduling app, and we can have a look at it in a couple of minutes as well. That's the main operator interface where people actually create what we call a job to add resources to it.
Yeah.
We then have a workflow designer app, basically allows you to define kind of templates for often recurring kinds of events or services that you need to perform, for example. You can define them once in there and then easily schedule them in the scheduling app.
Okay.
And then we still have our people and organization app. It's where we define basically all the peoples and teams and companies in the system so that we can then start booking those people in a scheduling app, for example, or defining a customer on a job for which we're performing a certain thing. Or, for example, add contact people to a job. All that information about those people, about those companies is managed in the People and Organization app.
Okay. So if I'm understanding correctly, the People Organization app, Resource Studio, and Workflow Designer is more like the setting optics, and then the day-to-day scheduling is with the scheduling app.
Yes, indeed, that's how you could see it. The most in the day-to-day interface here is the scheduling app, but all those apps, they all tie into that same system. And they also feed their data, you could say indeed, sort of into that app, and you can use everything is defined in those other apps in your scheduling app.
Okay, you're teasing already a bit, so I'm curious about the apps themselves. should we already have a look? Or?
Well, maybe I first want to also explain a bit to people why it is important to people, why they would want to use these applications, why they should care about MediaOps at all.
Yeah,
maybe that's also
makes sense.
a good thing to start with.
Yeah.
And so I want to share 5 reasons why I think people would want to use these apps, why they should care about MediaOps.
Okay.
And the first one I think that is important is to become a more data-driven operation. So yeah, every operation has a lot of data flowing around, and it's often in different platforms and different silos in a lot of companies.
Yeah.
And what we want to do with MediaOps is bring that all together in a single platform so that people can better get value out of all that data that they have about the things that they're doing, the equipment that they have, the people that they're working with, all that data.
So no longer spread around one platform to
Yes.
combine all of it. Okay, that's a very good first why.
Mm-hmm. So that's the first reason indeed. The second one is to become a more efficient operation, I think. We see with lots of our customers that they have to do more and more year over year. They have to launch new services or new products, reach bigger audiences, all of these kind of things, but not with more people, typically. So a key thing there is to work with automation.
Yeah.
And so one of the key things that we want to achieve with MediaOps is allow people to really automate the planning and also execution of their events through these apps.
Okay, so make it easier for the operator.
Yeah, to be able to basically do more with the same resources that you have at your disposal.
Efficiency is always a nice reason.
So
okay.
that's I think a second important reason.
Yeah.
The third reason is to have somewhere to start, because it's nice to talk about being data-driven and being automated, but where do you start? And that's where these applications come in. We've built them as a starting point.
Mm-hmm.
They're available on our catalog. You can easily deploy them on your DataMiner system. So it gives you already a starting point where you can basically already start playing with it, getting value from it, but then also later evolve it over time, of course. But it comes out of the box and it really helps us in faster getting to value in the projects that we work on.
So they don't need to start from scratch. They can use this, but then also customize it to
Yes,
their needs?
Indeed.
Yeah, okay.
And that perfectly ties into the fourth reason that I want to mention why people should care about MediaOps, and it's a very important one, is also to become a more agile media operation.
Okay.
Because your operation as it is today will not be the same 5 years from now, for example.
Times are changing quickly.
Change is
the
becoming
demands, the
faster and
needs.
faster all the time, and maybe in 1 year from now, your operation will not be the same as it is today.
Yeah.
So it is important that you select a platform that is able to evolve and grow over time together with your operation.
Okay.
And that's where I mentioned that we've built this on top of DataMiner. DataMiner is, of course, a platform with lots of capabilities for automation scripting, integrating with third-party platforms, low-code apps, a lot of tools that you can build with.
Yeah.
And that allows people to take the starting point that we have and then customize it to their exact needs for their operation.
Okay.
So that they have a good fitting solution. But also over time, as their operation evolves, the platform can basically evolve together with that.
Yeah, still using all the benefits of DataMiner systems.
Yes, indeed.
And then on top to the needs changing for more agility.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay.
So
I think, you have one more.
Yes, indeed.
Number 5.
And the last reason that I want to mention is basically we have a lot of experience already at Skyline over many, many years with projects around resource management, scheduling, orchestration. We've done many of these kinds of projects over a number of years in all of the leading media operations over the world, and we've basically bundled all of that into our MediaOps applications.
It's a treasure of knowledge,
Yes,
or Skyline knowledge.
That people can basically discover and leverage with this package.
Oh, that's also a very good reason.
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Can we repeat them?
Yes. So first of all, to become a more data-driven operation.
Yeah.
Then to become a more efficient
Yes.
media operation. To have a starting point where to start. Basically, you have some out-of-the-box apps already. But also to be able to evolve and grow the platform over time.
Yeah.
And to leverage all of the experience that Skyline already has and has basically bundled into this framework and these applications.
I don't see a reason why not to use it.
Yes, indeed. And so basically, to summarize, it's all to become a better, a faster, and a cheaper media operation, as we always say.
Yeah.
That's a bit the bottom line.
I mean, you sold it on me.
What can you have against that, right?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Can we now have a look?
Yes. Maybe I need to just give a taste of what the things look like.
So very high level.
Yes.
Because, like I mentioned, we'll deep dive into the next sessions.
Yes.
sneak peek
Yeah.
is always nice.
Indeed. And so there I mainly want to focus maybe on the scheduling app today, as this is the main operational user interface.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, my colleague Michiel in the next coming sessions will be going more in detail through the different applications, basically how to
Okay.
how to achieve what we want to quickly show here. So opening this scheduling application, what you can basically see is here a schedule view for today.
So it's really the timeline.
Yes, so basically a timeline view, and in this example you can imagine that we are, for example, a sports broadcaster, and these are all the things that we'll have to basically
all the different
have on a show
events going on.
for today.
Yeah.
So we have some swimming finals, for example, over here. We have some rugby, we have some football game coming up. So these are all the things that we have to deliver in our operation for today, for example.
Okay.
And basically what we do is we plan jobs for that, what we call them. So everything that you see here, every block on this timeline is a job. And if we open up one of those jobs, we can see what's inside of there. So we basically have here a combination of sort of more the administrative information about that job. We have an ID for it. We have the name, start and end time. We can add some more elaborate description if you want to. We can see, for example, the customer for which we're carrying out this job. And then most importantly, of course, a list of the resources that have been booked already for this event.
So everything they need to ensure that the job is done successfully.
Yes, indeed. So in this case, it's still only technical resources. So you can see, for example, we have an IRD, we have a commentary flight pack, a remote backpack, all these things that need to be reserved to be able to manage this job.
Okay. And with all those jobs going on simultaneously, I'm assuming then with the app, there's some logic automation that you can only book a certain equipment for that job, and then
Yes.
does it get booked twice? That
Indeed.
kind of thing.
So we're managing the availability of those resources in the background to make sure that indeed a certain resource is not trying to be used by different things in parallel, leading to basically things getting wrong on air, for example.
Yeah.
So we're managing the availability so that we don't overbook stuff indeed.
All right.
And then if we scroll down to the bottom over here, we also have a place for a workflow diagram. In this case, it's a very simple one. We just see 3 resources over here, but what you can do if you have more resources, you can also define how those need to be interconnected. So if you say, for example, this output of this encoder needs to be sent to a different device, you can basically build a diagram in this section so that people know that need to actually execute this job, what they need to interconnect.
Okay,
each other.
for what if you have a video stream where to reach devices it
indeed.
passes through to visualize that as well.
So you can go all the way from your source inputs, how they need to be processed, and then all the way to the destinations where you want to send the signal.
Okay, nice. It looks good.
Yeah, and so what we basically want to achieve in these couple of Kata sessions, it will show you how you can do basically all the resource creation and everything around it to be able to book a sport event, so a football game.
Yeah.
And maybe quickly showing what that will look like once you have gone through those different Kata sessions, what you will be able to do.
Or end results.
Or end result, indeed, what we will be working towards. So we can create a new job over here. We can give it a name. I can just call it maybe Kata session for now.
Yeah.
We can then provide the start and end time for that event. So let's say it's a game that's going on this evening. And we'll then be able to select a workflow. So that's basically that template that I talked about earlier, where somebody has already defined, okay, if you want to do for a football game, a contribution signal from a stadium, this is what we're going to be using. So I can just select this option over here.
Again, making it easier for the operator.
So what you will see, if I now select to create this job, in the background, the system will make sure that everything is already set up as much as possible for this type of job. So if I open up now that job, you will see it has already selected a whole list of resources.
Yeah.
Automatically selecting indeed the ones that are still available during that time slot. As you mentioned, we're managing that availability of resources. And it has also created already that full workflow diagram, basically showing
a bigger one.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
Okay.
So it will basically one click on the create job button. I can select all those resources automatically, have this whole workflow diagram already populated so that people then really need to execute this job will know exactly what to do, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going through all the sessions and then having this end results.
Yeah, all right.
Great. Was there something else you would like to share about MediaOps?
So maybe it's just good to still mention again. So these apps that we now have released already are mostly focused on planning everything. In parallel, we're working also on apps and functionality to be able to then orchestrate everything. Okay. So if you have selected your resources over here and you have drawn your connection diagram, that you also can enter configuration parameters if you need a certain parameters to be set on the device, that you can make sure that everything actually is automatically done by DataMiner in the background.
And also ready to go.
And that you're completely ready to go at the start of the event, and at the end of the event, we bring back everything to a normal state. That's on the roadmap, and we'll have some more details on that in a later session. Okay. But that's important to mention as well. I think that's also where we're working towards with MediaOps.
We're not done yet in development.
No, exactly.
Okay, exciting. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Reinhard, for coming. It was great having you here. This session was a bit of an introduction of MediaOps. They don't really have an exercise to follow along. I don't know, maybe if they can give us the 5 reasons why you should have MediaOps. If you send that in towards some of those points.
That should indeed be some of those points indeed.
Okay. Thank you, community, for watching. And we see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.